Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So just have a look at the 8-hour here. This trend line's still intact. We're still very much sideways. I haven't been trading this for some time. We did break through the underside of this little range here last week, but all was that last week? Yes, sorry, we did. This week we broke through. But we've just hit the bottom of the bigger range, so there's the bigger range. And you can see we've got tails to the upside, tails to the downside, complete confusion, oscillators grouping to the downside for a bullish entry, and then you've got this kind of crossover here as well. So jumping in long here is just trying to second guess the bottom, and that's not the way to make money. If you just look at the 3-hour from yesterday, big up, big down, sideways. Look at the oscillators. Oscillators are sort of separating and not looking to cross yet, although the top one is. If that crosses over, there's probably going to be another attempt down. Trend is down at the moment, so that is the most logical direction you're going to be going into. However, when you look at the 1 hour, it does look like double bottom, diversions. Sorry, it's not much diversions there. No, sorry, no diversions there, but there was diversions here. And that was on Thursday. No, sorry, Wednesday. So there was diversions here on Wednesday. That didn't play out. We dropped below. Now we're back up here. So this is really just algorithms taking out retail traders. To be honest, there's nothing more that's happening. You can see sideways, break the range to the upside. Retail traders jump in here. And then you've got a top of a range here, which you've got more people would have been playing to the downside. That is a fairly decent signal, just by the way. If you look at that level, stretch candle to the top, and then a sort of piercing pattern, a beautiful piercing pattern. So you gap up, and then you close at halfway or lower than halfway on that previous bar. That is a really decent pattern with diversions here. So this here, you would have been looking for put an entry just below there with a stop up, 150 point stop loss. Really would have gone for 170 points. So one-to-one trade, nothing really trades earth shattering. Anyway, is a decent entry for a scalp, and I'm probably digressing a little bit, but if you just, it's important to know what's happening. And if you look at what happened here, inside bar, engulfing bar. So there is my entry, there's my stop. So that's 85 points on the 5-minute. And then, you could have just waited for each 5-minute bar to finish. And as soon as you saw, not this one here, I would have just moved my stop to entry because there's always a second move. So you can see there's pin bars there. But then as soon as you start seeing green bars coming in here, and the oscillators are all grouped to the downside like this, then you'd get out of that, take your profit. So that would be 100 point stop loss basically for 370 point gain. But anyway, it is gappy. There are gaps to the downside. You can see there's quite a clear gap there, another clear gap there. Looks like a little one there, and nothing really else. So it's above and below the moving averages. It's not something I want to be trading. So I'm really watching this area here. So 33,263. If we can get above that and come back and test it, that tests the trend line, it tests the neckline here of the smaller range, and that's this little range here, and that would give us a move to the upside, which would be in this area here at 33,476, and I would still take a short at this level. That's basically what I'd be doing. So if that gets there quickly, I don't think it's going to happen today, probably towards the close. If it does get there to close, then Monday is going to be a shorting area up here, and then you should see either a bounce off one of these levels or just going to plummet through those levels again. But anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. I'm a passenger today, as I have been all week, so zero profit this week. But anyway, that's how it goes. Not always a bed of roses, I suppose. So that's kind of my view. There's no real levels to pay attention to, so I'd rather take a long weekend, and we'll pick us up next week. Hope it helps somebody, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Monday morning. Cheers for now.